Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to become a more effective Luna player. If you want to play like a top 500 player, this is how you do so. I've been playing a lot of pubs recently to see what players are struggling with, and 99% of Lunas literally are playing her wrong in every aspect. We'll start the video off just doing a quick rundown in the training range and then diving into a real-time match, breaking it down step by step on what you guys need to do to become better players, because it's not just how to use her moves, but it's when to use the moves. It's how you position yourself, and it's what you focus on. And I'm going to break down every single thing you need to know to become the most effective Luna player you possibly can. So starting off the obvious, Luna's passive. You can ice skate everywhere. This is a great way to get back to your team if you happen to die or if they happen to die. And it's also a great way to escape if an enemy is chasing you. Also, when you are ice skating, you can jump higher than you can if you're not skating. You can then clear a lot of obstacles. This allows you to get in a lot better positions than you normally would be able to get in with players like Mantis. Luna has one of the best CCs in the game. Just like Mantis, you can stun a player, freeze them up to 3 seconds, and then of course go for your headshots, and you're able to 2-burst them like it's nothing. Now, unlike Mantis, her CC does require a little bit of aim and accuracy in order to hit your target. You do have to lead it. So if an enemy is charging towards you, of course, obviously just aim at him. Another downfall to her CC as opposed to Mantis is you cannot just hit it on the ground and have it do splash damage and successfully freeze the enemy. Whereas with Mantis, you can throw it at the ground near the enemy. The splash damage does make her go to sleep, and then you can go ahead and clap her cheeks. Now, Luna does have insane range on her freeze. You want to be able to utilize this if your team is way ahead of you and you need to go ahead and freeze somebody to help them out. But as a whole, if an enemy is diving on you, unlike again with Mantis where you can just throw it at the ground, you have to be able to hit the enemy as he's diving towards you. If he's running straight at you, it's way easier, but if you have like an Iron Fist that's kind of just bouncing around, it's going to be a lot more difficult to hit your freeze. So if you find yourself getting chased down and you're not able to hit the freeze, just try your best to get more accurate. Now, one of the best things about Luna Snow and why she's so powerful is her main attack, her ability to heal her team and just spam it over and over and over again. Also, most players don't think her attack's that powerful, but remember, you have to hit your headshot to be able to melt people with any character, and that goes even double for Luna Snow. Now, when it comes to her shift ability, you need to use this to heal your team and only heal your team. The cool thing about this is you can actually shoot through your teammates to get damage off on the enemies, but do not prioritize this just for damage. Why? Because as you can see, going for headshots doesn't matter. It has no damage multiplier when it comes to headshots, and it's hella weak. So if you're utilizing your shift, which I see it all the time, you're playing Luna wrong. Now look, side by side, real quick comparison, going for headshots, 3 bursts, right? When you go to this dumb thing, 5 burst. Now, when it comes to your E, I see a lot of people put this on tanks, but that is completely wrong. You do not want to put that on your tank because it is not going to be doing as many heals as you want. Also, on top of that, when you're playing support, what characters are you usually sitting behind? The tanks. You usually have line of sight on the tank. I usually want to put my E on a duelist or any character that's going to be flanking or out of my line of sight. When it comes to using your E, I'm not going to say put it on a Vanguard or put it on a duelist. What you want to do is put it on anyone on your team that's going to be out of your line of sight, whether it's a Venom, whether it's a Spider-Man, whether it's a Iron Fist, it doesn't matter. If you cannot see them, that means you cannot heal them. So right before they dip off, you're gonna go ahead and put it on them and just let them do their thing. And lastly, with guard, if you do put on your teammate, it does do more healing a lot faster as opposed to just spamming heals normally. So if you do have a tank that's taking a massive amount of damage, I know I said don't put it on most tanks, you can put it on them real quick and just spam them, and again, put it back on the strategist. Now, as far as their ult, I see people all the time just pop this and they'll just dance around and look all cute and think they're doing what they need to do. But in reality, you need to be spamming this. You wanna go ahead and spam damage and health boost back and forth. Why? Well, as you can see, the teammates are not taking less damage by me switching back and forth. They're receiving the same amount of heals. So why not give them the damage boost on top of that, right? If you guys are ulting and you're in a team fight, you need to be cycling between damage and health. I see 99 out of 100 Luna Snows just using this wrong. You do not want to do this. If your Luna Snows doing this, tell them to cycle it because it will do so much more for your team. So as far as your E ability, I'm not mad at you putting this on Venom just because Venom is a dive character. He will probably be out of your line of sight 9 times out of 10. I'm really surprised he's not now. And what the E does once again is it does half heals to him without even needing to focus him. When your tank is down this bad, or any player is down this bad, pop your shift. The cooldown's not that drastic, so it's not like you're wasting it. Pop your shift because it's going to get heals off on him a lot faster. 2, this is just a monumental waste. I'm not sure if this was a panic. Remember, we can see the red outlines, but he can't, so he's not in our line of sight. So we're literally just spamming this to spam it unless he's walling, which I know he isn't. All right, so this was a good job on the tank trying to focus us. The problem is he just was super separated from his teammates. So it was a good attempt, but at the same time, it was terrible timing. Now, again, if we wouldn't waste our right click and these guys weren't here, we could have froze him and actually gotten away, again, utilizing our ice skate. So again, you want to use this as much as possible, but at the same time, do not waste it when you don't need it. I also want to see you utilize your shift a lot more. There we go. Now look, this is exactly what I was talking about in the intro. You're wasting your shift right here. It is not going to do damage. I don't know. And look, I'm guilty of it too. When the game first came out, in our heads, it's almost like it should do more damage. And I agree, it definitely should. I wouldn't mind her getting buffed in that aspect, but it doesn't. But again, 99% of players do this, so I'm not going to hold it against you. So when you're a support or strategist, and look, I'm going to say support a lot just because I play support characters in every video game that I play. And when you're playing a strategist or support character, you need to try your best to keep your line of sight on your teammate. Now, right here in this situation, he's down bad. He's got multiple people on him. We're just sitting back. Now, I am surprised our tank's not playing. Well, we're not really going to talk about the tank. This is about Luna Snow, but we need to get line of sight on him. We already see that he's low on health, so we need to start working on our way up. We've got a good blockade from our tank. It doesn't look like Penny's going to be pushing up. So you want to kind of just step to the side. You don't have to push to him. Just step to the side and get line of sight on on our teammates. And again, it was a good time to use the shift ability too. That wasn't a bad freeze. I'm not one to say sit on a move and save it like your CCs at all. Use them if you have them. Just don't waste them, because if you do end up needing it, it's going to end up pretty bad. And again, you want to go ahead and utilize your left shift in this situation because he is low on health. Granted, I would save this shift usually for multiple teammates that are down bad, but as you guys can see, multiple teammates. And again, going back to getting line of sight on our team. Now look, we've got gunfire coming from the right-hand side, and we've got the fight going on in front of us over here as well. So somebody needs to start looking this direction, or it's going to make it really impossible for us to get over here and get line of sight on our team, which is really what I want to do. If your DPS and Vanguards are not doing what they need to do at this point as a support player, turn to the right and put some pressure on the enemies. I know we want to get involved in this fight, and by all means do so. Get the heals off. But once it's done, once your dude's healed, turn to the right, because he's putting uncontested damage on your squad. And again, he's going to pressure you to hold back and not get line of sight on your teammates, which is exactly what's happening. And Hela is honestly the only one. Granted, she's the only one that needs to look that way. She can definitely 1v1 him, but she's the only one looking that direction. We haven't even looked once. And that was a massive waste of an ult. When it comes to side players, bro, most side players are nasty, but some of them are absolutely dog ass. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with these ults. Is this pubs? This got to be pubs. All right, so kill switch ulting, yay or nay? It's borderline. It's questionable, right? That point's about to get capped. There's only one of them. It does seem like initially it's a bad ult, just because again, it's not really a team fight, and I like to use these to counter ults like Psy ults or Magneto, just basically anything that can really do damage to us. Penny's ult, you just step back and don't stand in the shit. And we're almost not standing in the shit. But again, when it comes to ranked, you want to try everything possible to stop them from getting this point, because if you can stop them from capping this point, it makes it so much easier when you have to actually attack. I would like to see us be able to defend this without using ult, to be honest. I don't think it was 100% necessary, but I'm not mad at it. Again, save these ults for people like Psy. But again, it is what it is. We can still turn this around. Now look, Thor inside is absolutely getting bullied because of our ult. Also, I want to point out, what are you not seeing? What are we not seeing? We're in the middle of attacking Psy and Thor. Now we're able to win the fight, but we're not seeing any damage boost. This fight could have been won so much sooner, and should their entire team have joined us, which they definitely should have, this could have turned sideways real fast for us. So you want to be spamming that switch button, going back and forth as fast as possible, because again, even though you're switching really fast and it's damaging the enemies, it's also healing your teammates at infinite rates. It's insane. All right, it looks like we might be able to actually control this. I will say that was kind of a wasted ult from Luna on their team, because no one ulted at all. She did this purely out of survival because Hulk was putting pressure on her and she didn't know what to do, right? She was having a fucking panic attack right here. Also trying to save Jeff, not worth. Let Jeff die, he's ass. All right, we're actually using that to get the heals off on our teammate. I'm not mad at that. You see him hit the enemies a few times, but he did heal Black Panther, and he tried to snap it over to his teammate. Venom that was through the wall. So I like the fact that he's actually utilizing it for the right reason. Also, small things, right? Small things. You want to be shooting these penny mines whenever you see them. You want to be shooting the penny mines whenever you see them. You want to shoot the little squids that are sitting on the walls. You want to shoot the Moon Knight moves as well as supports, dude. It's not our job to do it, but because our duelists and our Vanguard are focused up on fights that are currently going on, and we have the pleasure to sit back. As a support, I do like to shoot those things just because it's probably going to save our life and our team's life. And let's be honest, most duelists don't pay attention to shit. I feel like as a strategist, you have to pay attention to a lot more, and your awareness has to be a lot higher than it has to be when you're a duelist, because you're not just focused on the kills. You're not just focused on you. You're focused on the entire team. So if you're playing strategist and your duelists and Vanguard are yelling at you and they don't play that role, just ignore them because they're morons. I'm not mad at the freeze right there. I don't think it was really necessary because you know this is a choke point, right? You know the enemy team is going to be down here. Even though we can see them and he can't see them through walls. Again, choke point. You know they're going to be there. This fight's been going on for a good amount of time. Even if they were dead, they came back. I just don't think freezing right here is useful. I'm not saying it's a waste, but I just wanted to point that out. Again, if you get... Oh, shit. Again, if you get sent by somebody to the right-hand side and you're freezing on cooldown, it's going to bite you in the ass. But he's going to die right here. Once he got stunned and knocked over, you already knew your boy was going to sit there and focus us. That's just what you want to do. Now, I want to point out again, nobody's contesting him at all. This is the third time we've seen a fight where the DPS is not focused on him at all. I don't know what it is with duelists and the fact that they just want to focus tanks. But stop focusing tanks. Focus strategists, focus duelists, then focus tanks. If you get the weak guys out of there, the squishies out of there, it's going to be a lot easier to do what you need to do. I love how he froze them. It's like they were talking shit to each other. The fuck? Bro, you just melted them with a move I've been saying don't use. And again, this has no headshot multiplier. Do not use it. But man, I don't know how the hell or what happened. Oh, Black Panther was in there. I wasn't seeing that. It ended up working out, but in reality, that was a nice collateral. But in reality, Black Panther was really putting damage on him. Also, destroy shit. We got to destroy this stuff. Anything you see that could damage us and our team, get it out of here. Unnecessary damage. Unnecessary. Penny's ass without her shit, so get rid of it. All right, back up. Back up. Separate. All right, good job on Cloak with the look at that. That was beautiful. I love the fact that I was waiting to see if she was going to waste her ult for that. Luckily, she didn't. All right, we just need to get a little bit more accurate. And look, that's the beauty about playing support is our accuracy doesn't need to be the best out of the gate, right? You can get a lot of reps in pubs and practice aiming, but we see us missing a lot. And in this situation right here, like this would be crucial, being able to get these heals off. Also, again, because he's low health, normally I would say in this position, go ahead and left shift to get bigger heals off. But the amount of time it would take for you to actually activate left shift, he probably would have died. So I'm glad you didn't. Hella just got 1v1 by Jeff. Uninstall. Now look, we're in a position right here. This is not a fight you want to be taking for multiple reasons. One, 3 guys up top to our left that we can see. We know it. 2, Jeff can obviously go underground and heal, which is exactly what he does. So we're wasting time. We're wasting ourselves. Now this is going to put us in a weird spot. I have a feeling, because I see it a lot in pubs, he's going to use his ult to survive. And I really hope that's not the case. Oh, he did it. No, kill switch. No. One, you never want to do that. You never want to do it. Your ult takes so long to come back. Again, use this to not survive by yourself, but to save your team from other ults. Secondly, because of our ice skates, we could have just gotten the hell out of here. And then we have our 2 tanks literally right here anyway. We would have been fine. That's just unfortunate. I had a feeling it was going to come. Again, I'm used to playing pubs. And I have multiple accounts, so when I play on the ranked accounts, I see it all the time. Now look, this would be a crucial time for us to have that ult. Very unfortunate. See if they freeze. Shoot this shit. Shoot it. I don't care if he finds out you're there. I don't care. Shoot it. Also, I don't know why we're flanking. We're very squishy, even though we have mobility. I don't like this because look at the separation we now have from our team. So if these guys wake up and realize we're here, we're going to get waxed, especially through her ult. So we just did a circle literally to go right back to where we needed to be anyway. And now we've been separated from our team and Luna's focused on us. And these three guys, I'm assuming, or these two guys, I'm assuming are going to turn and focus us too. So now we're too far from our team to help. We have no way to get health. We miss our stun. No, you switched to the, look at that weak ass damage. Ew. And look, I'm trolling, but at the same time, I'm serious. I really want to stress this information to you guys. As a support, again, you want to try to, as a support player, keep your body behind your team. You want to keep line of sight on 90% of your team. I say 90% just because you have those one characters that peel off. Again, that would have been great for left shift. That would have been fantastic. Right here, left shift, start getting the heals off. You know Penny's probably gonna die. We have no line of sight. We know they're gonna die. Black Panther's dead. So now it is a full push. So this is the moment I would pop it and just start spamming the heals off. Spamming the heals. Unfortunately, we don't get it off at all. And now we're just focused on single target healing. Now, when it comes to single target healing, support players just have it bad, right? It's very hard for most supports to single target heal when you have an entire team putting damage on them. Massive waste by Thor right here. These guys are dead anyway. This is just terrible waste. Didn't even get anybody. And then he's Iok Modem, bro. What is this team? Is this pubs? What is this? Like, why? He's wasted ults. What am I watching? And look, I'm covering a lot of strategist characters because that's my main, but I do play Duelist too and Vanguard, so I will be covering those characters because obviously players still need help with that aspect as well. We're seeing a lot of wasted moves and a lot of bad team comps and a lot of bad, basically solo pushes. All right, that's just a great time to stun the enemy, obvious. And our ice skates allow us to get back. Yeah, turn and get heals off. Start focusing on healing the tank. Get him out. Yeah, there we go. Back up, back up. Oh! All right. So I'm not mad at the ult right here. I would have rather not had to do that. And should we have played this fight a little better, we wouldn't need to waste it. So it's a bad ult, but it's a good ult too. The reason why it's a bad ult is right when this got launched on us, back up. You just instantly back up. If you get stunned and you go down, you can't heal your team. But if you're still up, then when they take all this damage, we can literally left shift and get these heals off and save our ult. Because saving that ult, granted the enemies are wasting there, so it's not that drastic, but saving that ult for good moments is crucial. But again, I'm not mad that he used it right here because your team was basically dead. It's unfortunate that fucking Black Panther jumped out of that shit before he was healed. And this is also unfortunate. I'm not sure where he's gonna eat. Oh! Now they are reworking Jeff's ult to allow players to have a little bit more time to react, which is nice. I just, at the same time, I think Jeff's ass. I think the only thing he's got going for him is the fact he has that ult. And in higher tier lobbies, you just don't see him played ever. So I don't think it's really that necessary, but I guess it's kind of cool.
Someone needs a snowball in the face.
I'll give you a snowball in the face, mommy. I haven't talked about E at all this game, but I'm not mad that you're putting on a Venom. The problem with this Venom is he's not diving in the way he probably should be. Like, he's not swinging behind the lines and putting pressure and peeling enemies off. He's just sitting here face checking enemies and then like just walking into them.
Wow, you're frozen. Only 60 seconds left.
When you have a Hela and Hawkeye as your only duelist and you're sitting back with them, obviously you don't need to put the E on them. But Hela shouldn't be sitting next to you. Hela really needs to be somewhere else, putting pressure from the side, and then I would launch it on her. We've got a good hold at this point. I don't think the enemies are going to be able to get through this as long as we just lock it in. Again, our tanks aren't... Ooh, waste. Get the heals off, get the heals off, get the heals off. Focus the heals. Heals before anything. Now, if you're in a 1v1, that's a different story, but heals before anything, right? We go in for the heal right here. We see Venom needs some help. And then out of our peripheral, we see he's down really bad, right? So again, we've got the star on him. We could switch the star on this guy, just quickly flick over here, hit E, and then go back this direction to get the heals off and heal both at the same time, which is exactly what I would do. Or we just heal him real fast and then go to him. Because even when we heal him, it's not really going to do that much for your boy because he's such a tank. It's probably going to heal him up to this mark, but you need to heal nonetheless.
A nice deep freeze.
Heal. Heal. I wouldn't even waste time with that damage because every second we're wasting is allowing this team to win this fight, right?
By the eye of Agamotto, behold the god.
These are the moments you say those ults for. Granted, he's almost there. It's unfortunate timing. Now your team's already dead. Do not waste your ult. Wait for them to come back and regain. No! Your team just came back. So I don't really like the fact we wasted it right here. Again, you have enough heals. You can heal your 2 tanks. There's no doubt about it. Now you could argue that you're holding it, allowing your teammates to actually get back to you, which, did you lag out? And I guess you can look at it that direction. I would have just waited, bro. Just put the heals down on your team and actually get your team back. In a fight like this is when your ult is going to be the most crucial. Because I promise you, someone's got their ult on the other team, and you're going to want to counter that. Bro, you need ice skate your ass out of there, babe. Get out. No, what are you doing? No. Go. In a situation like this, we're sitting here putting damage on Thor, but don't. Just ice skate back and put your team between you, right? Put your team, damn, thick. Put your team thick. Put your team between you and Thor. You want to get back here and start putting heals down. Do not even focus. And on top of that, go ahead and stun that bitch. Oh, you missed. No. So unfortunately, and I'm not gonna say that fight wasn't lost because of us, but using our ult at the right time and then playing a little bit further back would definitely have helped. Playing further back with Luna is really what you want to do. One, it saves you from getting, you know, Eye of Agamotto'd, and also it saves you from just getting pushed like that. Thor's gonna have to come through your teammates to get to you, so just play up here. This is what I like. I mean, look how Hawkeye's playing. I'm not mad at this. You're not Mantis, so getting up there and trying to get stuns off and 1v1ing, it's not really what you want to do. You can definitely get kills, you can definitely do damage, but again, you want to sit back and play the point. All right, using our left shift correctly. And we're actually able, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Look at this. So Luna and Moon Knight, knowing it's overtime, watch their teammate Doctor Strange dive in to get to the point, and they just sit back. Now look, I mean, I get it, play back, but if you're about to lose the game, you need to push it. Moon Knight, no, he's like, maybe not. Yeah, that sucks. Enemy team just didn't really do that good. All right, so right now we're on the offensive, and we're gonna kind of speed run this with the tips and tricks, but again, playing back, getting the heals off. I don't know if I'm a fan of us just only Eing Venom. He's not playing Venom how I want him to play enough for me to actually E him. If he's swinging behind the lines and getting behind, fine, but he's just face checking the enemies. So I would, again, probably E Hawkeye or even Hela. Shoot the shit, bro. Shoot it. Shoot it. Again, playing as support, playing this game in general requires massive awareness, but when you're playing support, you've got to be stupid aware because you're the squishiest of all squishies.
I'm making a comeback.
Luckily, our team's able to win the fight, regardless of us really not being an impact at all in that fight. The only thing we were really doing was healing Venom for about 10 seconds. We're able to actually get that relatively quick. Now, all we need is 3 points, right? This doesn't even need to go to overtime. So as long as we push this effectively and together, we're good to go.
Get that vehicle to its destination. Be strong together.
All right, Punisher set up his turret on the back of that, which is fucking weird. Again, I don't think the enemy team is really that good. Shoot it. Shoot it. There you go. Look, you'll start shooting this crap when you play against enough great Moon Knights. When you start getting diamond and above lobbies and you start playing Moon Knights that are nasty, you will start shooting them bitches. Come on, don't die, dude, again. Don't die, dude. Come on, bro. No. No. And look, I'll be honest, when I first started playing strategist, when I first started playing this game, I was dying to that shit a lot. It just takes enough times if you die to that shit, you'd be like, you know what, enough. It's enough. I left shift this. You need to get heals off faster, and you're standing in the ult again. Ooh, and you almost ran into the Moon Knight. Thank God he wasn't looking. All right, that was a panic. That was a panic stun, no doubt about it.
I was worried.
Now look, our team is up there. They were up there. Iron Man, GG's.
I am barely harmed.
Back up. You need to separate. In situations like this, you just need to start moving and separate. We know he's going to come to this choke point because there's 3 of us here, right? We've got us, we've got Cloak, we've got Hela. Thank God Cloak looks like she's going to cloak. She missed it. No. And we died. And also Moon Knight threw down his little moon thingy-majig, and that probably would have killed us anyway. So to be honest, on the defense, you really didn't have that bad of a game. Wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad. This, though, the attack, I don't think you've been any impact for your team at all. Your team has won 2 fights and pushed 2 different choke points without you, with you being dead. Remember, dude, as I was taught when I was being trained in another life, in another career, if you're dead, you can't help anybody. So you need to stay alive at all costs.
Judge.
All right, so look,
jury.
we're talking about E's, right? Dude, you want to throw that E on Iron Man? I would definitely throw that E on Iron Man because we don't see him. Most players will not pay attention to Iron Man because he's so fucking high up and he's always out of our line of sight. Throw it on him. Because if you can't see him to heal him, guess what? Your next best bet is hopefully your teammates taking damage and heal them and get the half heals off on Iron Man.
You're halfway there. Keep going. Just embrace the light.
All right, we're starting to play back a little bit more after we've died 3 times. It's probably a smart option. Left shift this one as well. They're diving in. Plus we got ulted. I would definitely left shift that.
Behold the god of thunder.
Ready to put on a show.
Now this is just team synergy, just not being there. Hella dove in when we ulted, and so did Venom, I believe. It's not a battle, honestly. Again, I'd probably save it for something different, but it ended up working. It ended up saving our team. Again, just bad team communication, and then having 2 of our teammates dive out of our ult. It's just terrible. Also want to see you spam that shit again. I want to see you go damage boost heals, damage boost heals, damage boost heals. Hulks always stay dying. I don't get it. All right, back up again. Back up. Learn your lesson. No.
I am ready to put on a show.
All right. We survived it, but again, I think it was a waste, personally. So what happened in this fight real fast? We're not going to waste too much time on this. Right now, we are now the forefront leader of this fight. We are now king of kings. Back the hell up. We need to back up because what's going to happen is our ult's going to run out. We're going to run into Moon Knight's little dagger thing, this right here, and we're going to get clapped, which is exactly what happens, which is exactly what we see. So we put too much separation from our team to focus on the tank, and the tank honestly he has an escape. We don't. I know we got roller skates, I know we got all that cool shit, but yeah, we instantly get peeled back and we don't stand a chance when our team is further back than we are. So again, try your best to stay back. So if you've popped your ult and the only person that you're actually helping is Venom and you're pushing to their entire team, back up. Venom can get out. Venom's fine. All right, good stuff putting the E on Iron Man. That was the best decision you ever made. Love it.
A nice deep freeze.
Again, Venom's, yeah, there we go. We need it, yeah. Look, Venom's got the right idea. When Thor comes up here, where did you just come from? Spawn. So what's he gonna do? Kill people come from your spawn, and poor Hela now has no heals and no support except for Venom just turned to help. And now we realize what's happening. And unfortunately, Hela died. That is just bad. Yeah, that stun would have been crucial from the get-go. We need to all start pushing in. Not Iron Man. Venom's up there by himself. No, bruh, bruh. It's like you see the mines, you're like, fuck yeah. All right, back up, back up, back up, back up. So you're gonna start moving that. There you go. We've gotten double ulted. Cloak's ult and Sai's ult. Oh no. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Good job using your skate to stay alive and our team collapsing. Good shit. I thought for sure you were gonna die in that one, not gonna lie. No! 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 Why, dude, the moment you launched it, we already knew what it was. Why? Thor's almost dead. Thor is almost dead, right? We're too far back to do anything, so we wasted a lot of time within this ult. Now all of a sudden, it's a 3-on-1, and Thor's got a dick skin of health. when it comes to Luna's ult, timing is everything. If you're with your team, you're all 5 stacked and someone launches like an Iron Man ult or anything like that, for sure, pop that bitch. But we've wasted way too many of these in my opinion. All right, good stun. And again, Mantis' stun is a lot easier than Luna's. You've got to be a lot more accurate with Luna to hit that. So I mean, don't be discouraged if you're missing it. This takes practice.
Only 60 seconds left.
All right, so we've got side of the right-hand side as well. We need to start doing some kind of pressure to her and force her ass back while putting heals down. Good shit. Our DPS also needs to do it also. Get that heal on Hulk. Get that heal on Hulk. Get that heal on Hulk. No! I don't know if Hulk died or not. Oh, he got kicked out of his form, rip.
30 seconds.
Also, I'm not sure if it's an FOV issue. I'm seeing a lot on the peripheral of the screen that I don't think he's seeing. If you're I don't know if they even have FOV settings in here. I can't remember. It's been so long. But if they have an FOV setting, max that bitch out. You do not want to be blinded. Like in Warzone, if it's 80 FOV and you can be at 120, max it out so you can see more of the screen. That could be why he didn't see it. Back up, no! No. Bro, you hear that bitch start speaking in tongues, you back the hell up, bro. You do not want to deal with that at all. All right, back to our team, getting the heals off. Yo, what? Yo, fuck that. Yo, one. Look, I know I'm like, guys, make sure your healing's priority. No, hell no. She just ulted your ass, bro. You better one-tap this. Get her out of here. Peel her muffin cap back blue. Knock her out, bro. He's fine. He's good. Survive. You got it, brother. I believe you. Be free. Like, just kill her.
I don't have to be center stage. I like the cold.
All right, good shot. Good job going to left shift to get the heals off on him. Love that. Now we're in overtime. Get ready to ult, right? You want to be near your team. All right, they've ulted. No. So why do you not want to ult right here? Because the enemies, if they're smart, will not stand in this. They will back up and allow you to push closer out of the ult. So if you're ulting nothing because the enemies should realistically be stepped back. So I'm going to save my ult after this is gone once the enemies start ulting, right? What if Penny ults? Then we can't even walk in the area and we're in overtime. What if Thor ults? This is a little area right here. If this gets in the open in this room and he ults, it's going to be bad. So I don't like that at all. I had a feeling that's exactly what would happen, but it is what it is. Might actually end up working out. The only thing that'll make me eat all my words if the enemy team doesn't have an ult, but that's exactly what I would save it for. On top of that, you're right up their spawn. You're right at their spawn. So if you kill them, they come back in 10 seconds. It's not like they have to walk. All right, good job focusing up on the healer. Accuracy is going to make this a lot better, but it's okay. It's okay. It just takes practice. There we go. Good shit. And we're able to win the game. Love it. Love it. Yeah, bye-bye, Jeff. Get out of here, sharp boy. I don't know what rank you are, but I'm going to say probably gold. Now, the first half of the map, you did really decent. You know, I'd probably say you were like platinum, low platinum level the first half on the defense. But when it came to the push, you struggled a lot, especially, well, I'd say the whole time. The whole attack, you definitely struggled. It was not the worst Luna I ever seen, right? 34,000 heals. You did a decent amount of damage block. You got a decent amount of kills and assists, but I think a lot of that had to do with how bad this team was. Main things I think you need to work on is, again, using your left shift more often for massive heals. All right, so real quickly, you want to time your ults better. I did a breakdown on the best Mantis player. She was playing alongside one of the best Luna players. Definitely watch that because their ults are timed basically to the T. You want to use them almost the exact same time. And 3, again, focus on, and you start doing it to the end of the game, but focus on putting your E on players that are diving in. You didn't really have many dive characters in the beginning of the game, so I'm not going to hold that against you at all. Your Venom wasn't playing how he should have been playing, but normally just keep that in your mind. If anyone's diving or out of your line of sight, put your E on them. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something new. Again, I'm gonna be doing videos on every single character, and we're definitely gonna be diving in next week, early next week, I'll be putting out a video on the new Invisible Woman character so you guys can learn how to support with her as well. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one. Peace.